So the influencer boxing commentator Wade decided to take off the headset, set it down temporarily, and pick up the boxing gloves. He will be taking on what KSI is calling the future of Misfits and HS Tiki Talkie, which, by the way, that is probably one of the worst names I've ever heard in my life. But he did have a knockout victory very recently on Misfits. I'm gonna be real with y'all, he did not look too good. Apart from a left hook that finished the fight, his opponent just looked that much worse. The defense was non-existent, the offense looked sloppy, but it was good enough to get the job done with that level of opponent. But Wade, on the other hand, I've never seen anything from him, and y'all were telling me that he's got some sparring footage out there and all type of stuff. I understand that he hasn't really trained because he's been dealing with an injury or something y'all were telling me about. So I already know his cardio is gonna be god awful. So in this sparring, I'm sure I'll only need to watch the first round, maybe the second, but I'm sure he'll be gassed by then, so there's no point in evaluating him after that. And one last thing I want to say real quick, this video is a year old, so Wade is definitely not going to look like this now, but it is going to be interesting to see what his style looks like with his frame.
Quickly, I realize Viddal Riley is taking it very easy on me, and he is being a really nice guy here because in the first 30 seconds, I'm throwing out more feints and jiving out my shoulders and flailing about like one of those tube balloons at a used car sale lot, but he's not taking advantage of things that I know he knows are there. My whole goal was to try to show some athleticism, not get hit with a big shot, and land something of some significance.
So what I like from him right now is that frame. You see when he frames right here, that is definitely a technique that someone just starting boxing, this definitely isn't his first day in the gym. It's not his first time sparring. It's not his first time putting on some gloves, because beginners don't do this. Normally beginners are very shy. They don't want to get hit. They're very scared. So they're quick to pull their hands back and protect their face. You have to be more of a comfortable boxer to do something like this, because of course it does leave you open to those looping hooks, but that's when you use your experience and your reactions come into play. Also, I want to say it's very telling when, you know, your sparring partner isn't wearing no headgear, nothing like that. It's either one or two reasons. Either he doesn't respect you and he knows he's way better than you, he's going to beat the absolute shit out of you, or he's going to take it extremely easy on you, which Viddal of course likes Wade, so he's going to take it extremely easy.
Hey.
See his defense. See his reaction. I
Come
don't
in the
really
back.
like the defense from Wade there. There's the head movement. See, I say I didn't like the defense from Wade there because he's kind of just letting Viddal throw. He's not really throwing anything back. And the problem is when you're in a fight, if you let a guy tee off on you, he's going to tee off on you and he's not going to stop. You got to pose some type of threat. You have to do something, whether it's just a jab, something. You got to throw something back to make him stop. And especially in this influencer scene, once somebody hits you with something, they are going to go buck wild. So you need to fire something back, change an angle, do something to kind of thwart that attack.
There you go. Keep that jab up in.
I forgot to change the clock to 2 minutes out as well.
So you actually got 48 seconds. Don't mean you can rest.
So he wants Wade to use the jab to keep him off. See, but all isn't even showing defense. He's just trying to make Wade work. He's just pulling up with his hands straight up. I'd like to see more jabs from Wade. He's not utilizing enough jabs, but you can tell he's already tired.
Ten seconds left. Clap, clap, clap. Nice time. Good work. Woo.
All right, that's going to be it. As I expected, I watched a little bit of the second round, but there's really no point in watching it because he is beyond gas. The entire time he did look pretty tense. He wasn't very loose, but you could tell he has some good knowledge about the sport because he's not headhunting. He's working the head. He's working the body. He has decent movement. He has pretty good angles. He knows how to use his reach. He just gets tired really quickly. But this was a very light spar, so I'm going to do some more research and see if I can find some bag work so I can see what his power looks like. All right, so we actually got some pad work from only 4 months ago, so this is even better. Let's check this out. Which, by the way, Wade's legs looking really good. I like to see that. That's where the power is going to come from.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Again. Come on. Come on. Come on, big boy. Come on. Push through. Push through.
You can hear the sound on the pads too. It's not very snappy because he's still super tight. He's not as loose as he could be, which is why his trainer's kind of trying to tell him to push through because he's not fully extending. By the way, shout out to Nonito Donaire. He is a living legend. He's punching just as far as the target is to hit the target, but he's not punching through the target. But it's because he's so tense that it's making him shorten up those shots.
Yeah, you see that? Pushing through. Push through with the jab.
Hear the difference.
Push through with the jab. 1, 2. Push through. Good. Good. Your head, move your head. Good. Straight uppercut. Nope, straight uppercut. Straight. Again. No power. Give me power. Come on. Turn. Bam, bam. You're tired? Again, let's go, baby. Good. Good.
So just from him throwing these uppercuts alone, you can get a lot from it. The first thing I like is that he's able to turn the hip on this uppercut, which is giving it its power, and he doesn't necessarily have to turn the foot. That's something they teach you at the very beginning because it teaches you if you turn your foot, you automatically turn your hip. So it teaches you how to turn your hip. So it's good to see that he's able to generate power and turn his hip without having to pivot his foot. But I think the main reason why his power is falling short is because of his weight transfer. If you see he's landing a left uppercut right here. Where is the weight distributed on his feet? It looks like his weight is more distributed on the left leg when it should be distributed on the right leg. He's kind of doing a big mistake that a lot of beginners do, and that's move their body up with the uppercut, which is why you see him pop up and then squat back down right after. You want to stay low and get up in them guts. Pause.
Come on, get it right. Yeah, good. That's it. Your head. 1, 2. Hop right here. Good. Drop it hard. Drop it hard. There you go. Drop it like it's hot. There you sit. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hut 1, hut 2, hut, jab, ha.
So just from that little bit of power work, I don't know what they did off screen, but if that was everything they did on screen, you could see he got tired pretty damn quickly. And look, hitting pads will definitely do that to you. Trust me, my coach makes me go 4 or 5 rounds straight hitting pads, and I can't even breathe at the end of it. But that's kind of where you need to push yourself training. You really need to up the intensity, even if you're just shadowboxing. It's just to get your muscles used to you punching full force, or like hitting the bag as well. There's times where you want to go light hitting the bag and just go for reps and try to hit it as many times as possible in 3 minutes each round. But there's also times where you need to work in that power, because in the fight, you're not going to lightly tap somebody. You're going to actually be trying to knock them out. You're going to be throwing some power. So you need to get your body used to not just the volume aspect, but also with you throwing with some intention. But you can definitely tell Wade has been working a lot on the fundamentals and his technique. Of course, it could use some work, but that just comes with time and just the hours working in the gym. Eventually, you'll get the hang of it on your own. But overall, I think Wade has far better technique. He has far better fundamentals. The HS guy looks a little bit quicker, looks a little bit snappier on his punches, especially with that left hook. Yeah, Wade's cardio is his biggest weakness, but I'm sure HS's isn't much better. In my personal opinion, I think Wade's got this one. I think the beginning rounds is going to be HS. I think he's going to come out aggressive, but I think that's going to be his detriment. I don't think Wade has the power to put that boy down. I do think he has the fundamentals down enough to where he can coast to an easy decision victory. But anyways, feel free to let me know y'all thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I thank you all so much for the support, and I'll catch you in the next video.